Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Rags Richard series, the Mario episode. As Mario's a plum, he's got that day job, he's got the Prince of Speech Inheritance. But anyways, before we could even start the thing off, we accidentally went into COMG T0. I was panicking, but then the guy probably saw my high win rate and panicked and quit. So we got we got 35k medallions straight away. We didn't play for a bit, we changed our account for Span and Bits, we changed leaderboard. Got medallions, load of medallions. We're not almost at the 200k goal already. I can't lie. After this, yeah. So we're gonna buy some farmers after this game. Don't worry, we're not gonna just make it like one game. If we win this, then it's over. But yeah, yeah, kind of different structure now. We can now basically enter the highest arena from here on out. And after this episode, once we get to 200k, it's then just 200k in episode 7, 200k in episode 8, 200k in episode 9, and the final 800k to a million in episode 10. So first map is Roadblock. Heli Ice viable here, Dart super viable here, but we decided just to go for NG just because I've not been playing loads of Dart strats or anything like that recently, so not the most confident. And I forget I'm not on my main account, so I start spamming down all these farmers very slowly because I can't spam stuff down very quickly. But then I kind of remember about here that I'm on the Regs to Riches account. I don't have thousands and thousands of farmers, so I then stopped spamming them down. And then I'm like, you know what, we can't have all the sentries spawning right there. We ideally want them to spawn in between, in that like big how do you describe this? Like the like behind where the engineer is shooting, like where that first sentry is spawned. We want all of the sentries to spawn there because it can kind of anti-stall and it kind of hits loads of areas of the map. So it's going to do the most damage to the balloons and they're going to help us out maximally. But yeah, so we're going to stall. We're going to go for some pinks. Just want to get the second trip. I shouldn't force second trip down this map, but I'm not sure if his spot is amazing. So, or his spots are amazing. So we're going to go for this. Oh, by the way, I think I recorded the eco numbers. I've not put them up for when I'm post-comming this though, so hopefully the eco numbers are up and you can kind of see how he's ecoing. But I guess for this part of the post-com, I don't know what his eco is at, so that's fine. But yeah, hopefully I remembered I did record that, so hopefully I put that over the top today. But nah, so yeah, he's going to send constant pinks. He shouldn't be sending this much, I don't think. I think versus engineer, some people I've talked to just say you should want to get the 2 plants for round 9 and then go for your bank and then just defend all the rushes, and then with the bank you should be okay. But this guy's sending us quite a lot of stuff, which is pretty easy for us to defend. And you can see round 7, 153, we got a really nice anti-stall going, which is really good for us. We basically just want to squeeze as much money out of the game as possible with the way we're playing this. So yeah, anti-stalling, rounds in faster, less money, less eco money, which means less money into the farms and less farms up. So strategies which work better under less money are going to be a lot stronger. The strategies that need a lot more money, like the Super Monkey, which is really the most expensive town in the game, are going to struggle a lot more. And that's why our anti-stall is really good. And then you could have got 2 ways. You could just straight up anti-stall, send in the bare minimum to force upgrades, and then just straight farm. Or you can send stuff back at the same time, kind of like more the grindery kind of way of playing things, which probably is not as probably worse way of playing it than just straight up anti-stalling, but it's just what I'm most comfortable with, I guess, what I've kind of practiced a bit more. So I'm going for this, and there's probably scenarios which because I'm not the best T0 player obviously, where you should be specifically going for the aggro, but yeah, just it seems like this will be a smart idea. So we changed the engineer to first, I think, for some of these rushes which has been sending in here, just so that we are popping all the balloons and going to just keep spiking the leads. That's why we save all our spikes. That's why we didn't spike to keep our life count higher up early on, because we want them later on. And we go for our trap, really nice trap spot, because there's a bit of a gap for it to respawn in, because there's a small respawn time between the traps after the first one has redone, unless you've got a boost and it's somewhat smaller. But also it hits the balloons twice very near to each other, so yeah, it just is a lot more effective. We upgrade the farm there. We should have upgraded the farm there because we want to send in, he's only got 2 spots, so we want to send some zebras underneath this. If we'd sent more We could have probably got a boost out of him, because if we see how many lives he's going to leak there, he's going to leak loads. If we could have sent a bit more, we might have got death, or might have gotten a boost, or a farm sale, something like that, but we didn't quite send enough. So we will have these farms now, but it would have been better to only have, not to have the last farm, but to have gotten a boost out of the way, or something like that, because the dart boosts are very valuable in this game. But yeah. He's going to go for the bank, so we're going to try and punish the bank with this little regen rush here. He's going to get a tower boost out of the way. And now we're thinking we need to punish this, but it's round 7, which is not round 17, sorry, which is not very strong AI at all. So we boost this in, but he's actually going to be completely fine, just getting a spolt up here. So that was a huge waste of money on our end. That was a huge misplay. But he's still got quite a late bank, so with some eco, you'll see his eco number. I think it's not the highest eco number, I don't think, but he has got some eco, I guess. So yeah, just but we still think we can drain up to Mars basically. So we're gonna turn in the first Moab pretty quickly. We could probably have boosted in the first Moab. We still got 2 balloon boosts, and he's gonna boost to it straight away anyways. But and there's pretty decent spots, so perhaps the boost wouldn't have done really anything anyways. But now I've sent in the second one, which we don't want to boost because he has to fan club the second one, so you don't want to boost the second Moab in. Yeah. Then you're going to fan club it, and yeah, because he has got a late bank, he's going to try and sell stuff off. But he should have cashes out, I believe. I'm not sure. We'll probably throw the numbers up, but I think if he just cashed out the bank, he would have had enough to fan club. But he misplays and sells the bank, and so now he loses loads of money from that exchange. If we can throw another Moab in, we can boost this one in, I believe. Hopefully. There we go. I don't think I timed it properly, but we just kind of intuitively guessed it correctly, I guess. And yeah, he's now got 2 jugs up, so with boost he's definitely going to be okay. And yeah, now we're kind of just thinking we don't really need to mess with this too much more. He's got an okay probably amount of eco now from the bank. He's got 6 trips down, he's got a jug. If he wants to defend with fan club, he can probably just sell a couple trips, sell the jug, and defend. Oh no, we did send in the Moab, but he's got Super Monkey down now, so he's able to defend just with the Super Monkey now. I do believe it was his last. It might have been his last boost, the other one though. So that was a good thing about those Moab sends. Getting those 2 boosts out of the way is quite big, because he doesn't have a BIA yet. There's a cool little rush we can do with BFBs. With 2 BFBs boosted in, are quite effective versus DFA or Dart Monkey in general, I guess, as you're going to see. But we'll get to that. For now, we need to get 2 traps from 22 AI. Got the ceramics in there, they're going to fill the trap up really quickly, and we want to be getting as much money as possible from those, so that we are profiting as much as possible from the rush. The first trap spawn's a little bit too high. It's not the end of the world, because it's still going to grab them up later on. Just would have been nicer if it was lower down, but yeah, it doesn't really matter at all. And yeah, we sold our ninja for that. By the way, we've not been worried about him sending us rushes in, because he's needed to be needing the last few rounds to get his BI up. That's why we've kind of just left the small ninja down and not had to upgrade a load of stuff. But now I'm going to get 5k, we're going to boost in 2 BFBs, and basically what this means is you can't just damage them a lot and then fan club, because it's going to be so many ceramics. You'll also need like a few jugs on strong, and it's still going to be really quite tough. And you need an earlier fan club than this, and you can see he's got loads and loads of Mars. It's going to make loads and loads of ceramics, and his jugs aren't on strong either, so it's just going to fly by. I'm going to get the win versus As's glue, which will get us to the 200k milestone. End of video. Thanks for no, I'm joking. We're going to buy a load of farmers to put that number back down to about 150k, a little bit more than the free DC we got, which is not really fair to use. But no, next map we get is this one. So on this map, I believe, I've not played this loads and loads in T0, but from what I have played, this is the only viable strat. I don't think passive is viable on this map because of how strong adjustment is on the AI path. And if you do, if you play against something else that isn't what this is, you should just be able to comfortably, as long as you're a decent player, you should be able to just win this game, kind of like this. And we show you here. So yeah, because it's such a long map, I like to eco a lot at the start. Just get loads of eco in is always going to be a good thing. That will just pay us back later on in the game, and then we can Cobra spam a little bit later on. But yeah, just getting a load of eco in the bank, and also forcing upgrades is nice as well, of course. But yeah, maybe we could force the Darkling upgrade, then get a single Cobra down, and that will help us with like stuff. But like you see pinks, why is he sending pinks? He doesn't need to send in pinks because pinks aren't really doing anything to a powerful Dark Starling Gunner, and especially since the send path is now so long. Yeah, pinks are just not gonna get through a Darkling Gunner on any map really, especially not a super long map like this. Blacks might not even get through, but maybe it forces an upgrade because of it's not like a really good line that the Darkling Gunner can shoot down, which is usually when it's strongest against blacks. But yeah, our Blue's going to force a second Darkling Gunner, which is really nice. And we're hoping that he is farming, so we know we pretty much win this. It's not going to be possible for him to win this. It looks like it's passive, like Darkling Glue or something. He's going to have to do so many glue strikes. Not going to be able to get a BI up, which he needs to defend, versus the Cobra adjustments. Not going to be able to get loads of laser cannons down, have farms down and all that. He's got a load of greens in now though, so it's going to just force us to get a glaive, a 2-0 boomer, get the glaive upgrade, and now we should be just fine to all of this. He gets into some blacks, and we want to start Cobra farming a bit anyways, because we now need to get a load of Cobra farms up. We don't have any Cobra farms up, and we need those to get an adjustment going so that we can get some ceramics in the AI, so that he's going to really struggle. Force laser cannons, boosts, the turbocharge of his boomer, we don't know yet. And yeah, he's only got a 1-0 farm at the moment. Oh, he now gets a plantation for basically the start of round 8. Let's see if he can get extra banana in round 7, so with them at the end of round 7, we can just say start of round 8. And now, yeah, we just want to continue Cobra farming. We sent some yellows in that just try and force a ricochet, but it's such a long map. He's got 2 Darkling Gunners down and that boomer down. He's not going to go for the ricochet really, unless you send in like 1500 plus yellows, and we want to get Cobras down still, so it is not worth sending that many. So we're just going to keep adjusting. We want to look for... Typically when I'm adjusting, I want like 15 adjustments. I believe we do something slightly different this game, but yeah, in a typical Cobra game, about 15 adjustments, adjust them all, and then start going for some more. Then adjusting like round 18 to 20, because that's when the AI starts to get a little bit tougher. Round 17 AI is really not very strong for adjustment, and typically before, you're not going to get a strong enough adjustment to do anything. So that's a bit of a Cobra adjustment advice. He's going to do some whites, which is not the play. He's got Boomer though, so I guess he should be trying to be aggro, but it just doesn't really work, Darkling Boomer on this map, because Cobra completely counters it. You don't have any plays versus Cobra, and versus passive, like, you can't really send cheap rushes in to drain them, so, like, if you don't have Cobra and you're using passive, then you can just, you just win. You, like, your sends, because you don't have an adjustment, the AI, I mean, the AI path is not going to be very strong, and it's just going to get defended easily, and then your rushes are going to get defended really easily because it's such a long path. So, yeah. And then there's some of that stuff in. I'm just going to go for another one of those. And now we're thinking round 14. He's only got 2 Darkling Gunners down. He's still got a lot of farms. If we adjust for round 16, we might be able to get some camos in and force a bunch of upgrades on him. So whilst you don't normally adjust for round 16, that's what we're going to do in this game, on this map, due to his farms, because he's got just 2 powerful Darkling Gunners down. If we get like a ceramic in or some camo rainbows, that's going to start getting really hard on him on round 16. And round 16 AI is pretty decent, a lot of zebras in there, so if you got like 5 adjustments going, it's quite likely you'll get a ceramic or at least some camo rainbows, definitely some camo zebras in there. He's going to boost this in, which is a complete waste of money. He needs this money really badly for his defense, so he's going to have to boost this, I believe, because of all these camos. Yep, he's going to boost. He's just about going to live on, I believe that is 1 life. When I'm watching this back through InShot, I can't see the life count because I have a solitaire ad in my way, but you don't have that, so you should be fine. But no, I'm just going to keep adjusting. So we don't have many Cobras down. How was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 8 Cobras down, but yeah, we're stopping him from farming. We're forcing him to get loads of Darkling Gunners, and there's a ceramic right there. And this adjustment is going to start getting pretty bad for him. We're basically forcing him. We're going to try and force him to turbocharge the AI, because if they're forced to turbocharge the AI, it doesn't cost anything for us to do that. Whereas it costs him about, I forgot my numbers, but it's like a bit over a K lost each time he has to turbocharge. And he needs that money ready, so he'll have to like sell farms and stuff. He's now going to go for laser cannon, which looks like it's defending the AI pretty well. So we decide we're going to stop adjusting. We're just going to send in an early BFB, and then the way that works is. We just need to send in the BFB. We should boost it in. I don't think we time it up properly though. And then all we got to do is defend the Moab counter or a BFB if he sends it back in and the Moab counter. So we're going to go for this misdirection. So if he sends in a BFB, so we can't send in a BFB, so he's now forced into the Moab counter because of that play. If he does send us a BFB, we misdirect it and it's then on the short path. He dies to adjustment anyways. But yeah, so that play was really good. So it forces the Moab all out and we can easily defend that with our boosts, with our turbochargers, and just selling that misdirection then eventually. Or even just misdirecting a Moab would be a super strong play as well, actually, because it then puts on the short path as well. Anyway, so we've now got the next game, which you can see the video time will be the last game. It's not going to be a live comm, I'm afraid. I kind of recorded this a little bit later at night. I was kind of vibing in bed. And yeah, so he's going to do Eco Dartling Gunner. And this is not good. You shouldn't Eco a Dartling Gunner. Because especially, yeah, it's just, you can't afford your defense probably. It just doesn't work. Just trust me, bro. The source is trust me. So yeah, so we were doing a Heli Ice on this map. He didn't skip this map either, which was I was a bit surprised by. I was expecting Heli Ice if they don't skip this map. And it wasn't a complete new profile. So yeah, so we're currently just anti-stalling 54-second round 4. That's pretty solid. And you can put the Heli just right there. I should lock it in place right now, but I don't. And I forget which I want to put my ice. I don't think it really matters too much, but I go for this. And now we miss some of the reds on that first bend. So now we just completely miss reds, and the AI reds are now going to get frozen, but not popped by that ice. But now we upgrade to the ice popping upgrades, but stuff is going to the top bend. It's not getting popped, and this round has been stalled out a fair bit. So it was 54 seconds. That round lasted over 30 seconds. Round 4 is a longer round, but it should not be lasting 30 seconds. It should be at least 5 to 10-ish seconds, I think, quicker. At least 5 seconds quicker, I believe. I think it was... No, I forgot the numbers, I can't lie. But it should be a little bit faster than that. But yeah, now we should lock the Heli in place right there. If he sends us stuff that's going to get through, just double ice. That's all we should be doing right now. But now keep the dice down. We're going to go for our farm upgrades. The blacks are going to get popped into pinks. We're going to keep the Heli there if we can do. And we're going to double ice. How was the double ice? Looks okay. Let's see. Maybe slightly late, but it's not the worst double ice I've ever done. And yeah, so now because of some of the stalled out rounds, because I'm not having the Heli locked in place in the anti-stalling position, it's slightly longer than I'd like. Round 8, not the best anti-stall. We have the Heli down as well to clutch up some lives. It doesn't really matter though, because he's doing eco, he's not going to rush us. We don't need to put the Heli down here. We can still hit this triangle, but yeah. Just this double ice is going to... Nah, it should be better, but bad doesn't really matter. And he goes for ice here, so we're going to send this rush in here. He's going to boost, but boosted ice is not that strong, and boosted Dartling Gunner is not going to defend yellows still. He's going to spike, he's got his boost down, and he's going to leak a lot of lives, and more lives, going to have to spike again. A lot of yellows can start getting through now as well, once the ice unties from them, and he's going to just die. And we're going to, yeah, end with the episode there. 207k wrapped up for the Mario episode of the Extra Riches. And yeah, we'll just show the leaderboards to end off, but yes, that's end of episode 6. 4 episodes to go, 7, 8, 9, 10. 200k going to be getting in each one. I've got a cool one next one, which will be done and recorded tomorrow. I'm going to do some daily uploads to finish the series off now, I think. But yeah, these are leaderboards, free and free. Today, 4 reviewing Counter DC. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Like the series, we need to get the likes up for the giveaway to take place. And yeah, we will catch you in the next one. Bye, everybody.